We are starting in child's pose and letting the back get a nice stretch. If you need support for your knees, you can have them underneath. If child's pose is not available to you, you can also do it seated, letting your upper body release. Good. If you're in child's pose, walk your hands towards one side. If you are seated, you can also walk your hands to one side and just breathe. So we are stretching the sides of the body. Let the armpits stretch. Let the shoulders relax. And bring yourselves back to center. Change sides. Feel the whole intercostal muscles, the hips, the legs, everything. Releasing and relaxing. And bring yourselves back to center. Walk your hands back towards your knees and come to sitting onto the floor. We're going to start with some seated positions. If your back is arching backwards like this, and even if you just want to try it to have a bit more help, put a blanket or a cushion underneath your sitting bones so that your hip is sticking out a little bit and you can have your legs comfortably on the floor. If you have very tight hamstrings, you might need support underneath your knees, like a towel or another blanket under the knees. So we want to find ease in our postures. We don't want to strain, but at the same time, we want to stretch. So adjust afresh underneath your buttocks and have your legs apart, more or less 2 fists distance between your knees. Inhale, bring your arms up, looking towards the sky. Exhale, look towards your feet and bring your arms forwards. And bring your chest back, arching your back. Inhale, arms up. Look towards the sky. You can drop your head back if your shoulders are strong. Exhale, let your hands release down. You can brush through your legs if you want to. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, maybe the hands come outside your feet. Inhale, arms up. See what it's like with your hands between your legs. Undulating your spine. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands on the feet. Brush your feet, brush your legs. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms to the side. Lovely. Inhale, bring your arms up and lift the heels off the floor if you can, tensing your feet, tensing your thighs. Your feet are flexing. Breathe deeply, feel your abdomen engaged. Relax your shoulders. Keep breathing. One more breath. And exhale, release your feet, release your arms, and we're going to open the legs, the width of the mat. So with this undulation, we started warming up the spine, and now we're going to warm up the sides of the spine, the spinous erectus. These are our own fillet steak parts of the spine. They are very strong muscles, and we want to ease them in. So we're going to bring the arms more or less the same as the legs. And then we go across and reach and bring it back to center and across and reach. Okay, so just breathe and go with your breath. Kathy, make sure your shoulders are not tensing. Coming across. And the arm that goes behind, Andrew, you're okay? And across. The arm that goes behind opens. So you're reaching both ways, forwards and back. Make sure you come back to center in the middle. Stop for a moment, guys. So we are not doing this. This would be just an upper body twist. We're doing this. We're reaching forwards. Bring your hands together and reach forwards and together and forwards, together, forwards, together, forwards. Last one, and relax. Good. Relax your hands over your knees. Roll your shoulders back and roll your shoulders forwards. Let your chin come towards your chest and let your neck stretch side to side. Inhaling and exhaling. Just feeling those sides of the neck. Good. And bring your head back to center. Bring your feet together, knees apart, and shake, shake, shake. Shake your legs. Activating your inner thigh and letting your hips open a little bit. You might find that there isn't much movement in there, and that's fine. Good. And bring yourselves back into sitting with your legs outstretched. But this time you might want to move to the longer side of the mat. You can still use a cushion or a blanket underneath. Some people have very sensitive heels, so get your heels on the mat if that's the case. And we're going to do the same as we did with the legs closer, but this time it's a wider extent. And we're going to reach across and reach across. Remember that we are not going up here, we are reaching and reaching. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, reach, inhale, exhale, reach, opposite hand to leg. The hand that is behind will come onto the floor with your fingertips on the ground so that you can bring the opposite hip down. Stay there. So everything is engaged. Your toes are pointing towards the ceiling. Your legs are outstretched and you're reaching with your hand. Reach, reach. Keep the hip down. The hand that is on the floor will help you to keep the hip down. Hello, cat. Breathe. And then let both hands relax towards that leg. Walk your hands back towards you. Today, as you can see, we're trying different ways of stretching the legs. And the flexion of the feet is very important. We're going to do the same, go side to side, exercising our spine and our sides of the waist and the arms. And then we're going to rest towards the opposite leg to what we were doing. So bring your arms out and reach. Reach. Sometimes on the second time, it's more fluid. I love the way the cat is just looking at my hands going side to side. And then reach, have your fingertips on the floor and reach towards the foot. Keep breathing, bringing the opposite hip down. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And then let both arms relax. You can relax your feet now. Let your head go towards your leg. Don't worry if you don't go very far down. This is not about where you get to. It's about letting your shoulders and your neck relax. And bring yourselves back to center. Help your knees. When we leave the legs in one position for a long time, it can be difficult. Bring your legs together and just hug your knees. I like to have my feet a bit further forwards so that my neck can totally relax. We're going to do 5 breaths in here. And inhale, bring your chest up. Lovely. Let's come into all fours. Always protect your knees. If you need to fold the mat to make it more cushiony, you can do that, or you can have a blanket. We're going to do a bit of arm work in here. So first of all, make sure that your hands are underneath your shoulders and your shoulders are away from your ears, and also that you have a slight contraction on your abdomen. So if your belly is flopping towards the floor, it will mean that your abdomen is not engaged. You see, bring it back to center. Hello. And let's do a bit of cat-cow from here, just to stretch the spine, stretching up, and let it release. You might wonder why the cat is today so affectionate. It's because Peter is not here. Normally she will be asleep with Peter in bed. So that's why she's coming to me. She feels lonely. Good. Now stay back to center. In case she's obscuring my demonstration. Now look towards the floor and bring your chest over your wrists. Keep your abdomen engaged. So you have a slight pulling on your lower abdomen and your pelvic floor. Reach a little bit further and bend the elbows, bringing the nose towards the floor, push it back up, come back into all fours. But don't come to the resting position. So if I go back, this will be my resting position. Stay over your wrists. Can be a bit challenging, but we are here to be challenged. Keep your belly engaged, your lower abdomen engaged, pelvic floor engaged, nose to floor, and bring it back. And exhale as you go down. Inhale as you will come up into all fours. 2 more. Bring it down and up. 1 more. Bring it down and up. Good. Now come off your arms. You can come towards your heels, and you can completely come off your hands. Maybe let's do that. Let's just shake your wrists. A bit of flamenco dancing. That's it. Good. If your wrists are hurting, it's because they need more strength. You need to develop that strength. We're going to come back into all fours. And this time we're going to be twisting the upper back. So when we were twisting seated and we were going side to side, we were working more the lower back muscles. Now we're going to work the upper back muscles. So when I talk to you about the parts of anatomy that we are working with, is so that you bring all of your awareness there. Inhale, bring your right arm up and reach. Then bend your left elbow a little bit, holding the structure, holding your weight there, and reach through. Inhale, bring it up, push the hand onto the floor. Exhale, bring it through. Inhale, bring it up. Good. Exhale, bring it through. Inhale, up, and exhale. Reach forwards. Bring your weight over your left hand, fingertips on the floor. Reach, reach, reach. And now we're going to bend the left elbow, keeping the right hand as far as we can. And we are not relaxing here. We're just reaching and feeling that stretch on the side body, on the ribs, on the armpits. The head is just floating in between. And coming back to your heels, shake your arms. So that would have been quite tough on the left arm because you are holding. Let me show you from this position. So when we are in all fours, when we reach forwards and we bend the elbow, we are wanting to use the whole of the body. So the elbow that is bending doesn't quite rest on the floor. So you're using your tricep muscle to keep you up there. Let's try the other side. So we're going to Move with our left arm now. Hands onto the floor. Your lower abdomen is engaged, pelvic floor in and up. Good. As you inhale, bring your left arm up, reaching, pushing the hand on the floor. Exhale, bring it through. Inhale, bring it up. So the right elbow bends a little bit, holding your weight as you go through. The head is floating. 2 more, bring it up. And through. Last one. Bring it up. Check where your head is. And then look forwards. Reach with the hand. Bring your weight over your right hand. Fingertips on the floor. Then bend your right elbow. Reach with your left. The right elbow, the right forearm is not resting on the floor. We are stretching the arm. And bring it up. Bring it back towards you. Tuck your toes under. Your knees come together. Stretching your toes. Rest your heels. Rest your seat onto your heels. And we're going to open the upper body. If stretching your toes becomes too much for you, you can flatten them out. But as long as you can hold it, this is good to purify your gallbladder. So it's a pressure point. Inhale, bring the tops of the hands towards each other, reaching your arms forwards, keeping your belly engaged, looking ahead of you, like if you were in a stoical position. And exhale, keep the hands as they are and reach to touch your fingertips behind. Your chest will have to come forwards and you need to bend your elbows. That's good. Inhale, bring it forwards, reaching forwards. The tops of the hands touch. Exhale, fingertips touch behind. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more. Inhale. As you exhale, interlace your fingers behind your back. Elbows go towards each other. The chest opens. Keep breathing. Are you still on your toes? How is that feeling? Breathe, open, and exhale. Release. Shake your arms. Release your toes. And enjoy that rest of your toes. Breathe. So we are coming to the end of the class and it's time to relax. See what you want to do. If you came to your hero's pose and you feel comfortable there, you can stay there for meditation. I like sometimes putting a blanket between my hip and my heels so that I can rest in there. If you want to lie down onto the floor, lie onto the floor and have a nice shavasana. If you are sitting up, I would recommend that you put your left hand underneath your right and your thumbs slightly touching. And then close your eyes. Inhaling. And exhaling. So this time is for you and you want to be as comfortable as you can be. To connect with the subtle energies that have been awakened through our yoga practice. A very subtle energy that we have is the breath. And we need to breathe enough every day. Pranayama, breath awareness. For the next minute, I'm going to invite you to imagine that your breath is a color. And maybe you want one color for your in breath and a different color for your out breath. And check whether your chin is. Sometimes when we are meditating, the chin tends to go upwards. So bring your chin so that there is like a plumb line from the crown of the head to your tailbone. Wonderful. And from this breath awareness, we're going to do breath control pranayama, just with our intention and attention. Inhale through the right nostril, exhale through the left. Inhale left, exhale right. Inhale right, exhale left. Inhale left, and exhale right. Keep that breath, keep the attention. Make that attention be as sharp as you can. Inhaling right, exhaling left, inhaling left, exhaling right. Your breath will obviously come through both nostrils, but by using your attention and intention, you will be able to direct it. And visualize how your body is. Maybe your head has gone back to being tilted. Have a slight contraction of your core muscle if you're seated. Keep your shoulders back and down, your chin towards your chest. Let go of the controlled breath. Stay in this space of calmness, this space of breath. And we're going to close the class with 3 Oms and Shantis. So if you wanted to stay in Shavasana, you can. If you wanted to have a little stretch, even if you're seated, you can have a little stretch just to prepare for your arms coming out of this mini meditation, rolling the shoulders, shaking the head, feeling the vibration of life, of prana within you. Inhale to begin, inhale. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om, peace, peace, peace. Bring your palms together. Rub your palms. Make the movement a little faster. And bring your palms over your face. Inhale deeply. Open your eyes to the darkness of your hands. Slide your hands off your face. Bring your hands towards your chest. Bow to yourselves and to each other. Say namaste. Give yourselves a clap. I hope you liked that.